Hello everyone, this is honeymaysims and welcome back to my channel for a brand new speed build. If you're new here, hi, welcome in, and if you are a returning viewer, it's so good to see you and I hope you've been well since the last time. So today I am building these modern motel apartments in the world of Oasis Springs, which is of course the base game Desert World coming with The Sims 4. And a desert world, it just always screams motels to me for some reason, even if you can of course have motels basically everywhere, but that's just how I feel. But I've actually built two different motels before in this exact neighborhood in Oasis Springs. One I think was pink and it was actually on this same lot, and another one I did was a base game yellow one just down the street here, so I just think they fit very nicely along this road here. I can't wait to show you all what I've built here, but before I start talking about the build, I would love to share some exciting news with you all. As some of you might know, I'm in the EA Creator Network and I've been so lucky to get my very own creator code that you can use when purchasing Sims 4 DLC on the EA app or thesims.com. Whether it be expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs, kits, or bundles, except the create your own bundle. A disclaimer though is that this is not a discount code, unfortunately, even though I wish it was. But if you do use my code HONEYMAY at checkout when purchasing Sims 4 packs, you support me financially for no extra cost, and using the code will contribute a 5% share of your purchase to support me as a creator and my content. Unfortunately, this code doesn't work on Steam or console as far as I know, but I would greatly appreciate it if you would think of me next time you purchase something Sims 4 related on the EA app or thesims.com. And this code is valid until April 1st. So thank you to EA for inviting me to the affiliate program and giving me a creator code to share with my community. Okay, so back to the build. As you can see, I've started working on the shape of the build here. So I dug through Pinterest earlier this week and I came across this photo of a mid-century modern motel or hotel called the Pearl, located in San Diego in the US. And I liked the front of the motel so much that I ended up doing this build inspired by it. And I've never been there, so of course it won't be an exact replica, at least not on the interior or the rest of the motel basically. Only the front will be quite similar, I would say, to the original thing on the picture. I also mixed up some of the materials on the outside. So instead of just the basic white, I used some of the Eco Lifestyle dark wood siding, which I absolutely love, and it's just very modern in my opinion. And I did find some other photos from the motel that I just got some inspiration from basically. But yeah, we do have a fenced in area in the middle here with a grand pool, which is kind of shaped like a kidney, if that's a good description of it. But yeah, it's basically a curved pool, and you'll see me get the shape of the pool off the gallery with those spa day decorations on the floor there. I'm not too sure what they're called at the moment, but yeah, and I used the custom pool tool to shape up the actual pool, and it didn't fit perfectly into the shape. Like, you can still spy some of the pool trims on the outside, but it will have to do, and I think it turned out quite nice anyways. So the motel turned out quite big, I have to say, but my idea for this build was to include lots of different things to do. So I include a restaurant on the first floor that's very dark and modern. I also add a yoga or spa section, if you will, with this yoga studio and the sauna, and I add 4 different sized apartments. So I would imagine you can change around what the lot type is of this build depending on what kind of stories you want to tell, or basically just what you want to use this lot for. I'll upload this to the gallery as the normal residential lot though, seeing as we're still having some bugs uploading residential rentals, which is the lot type from the For Rent pack. And I think it should be okay playing with the residential rentals though. So if you'd like, you could turn this into residential rentals and assign the units yourself, which is pretty simple to do. You could also use the lot as a restaurant, as a spa, as a pool, or as a vacation rental as well, which means you'll basically have the entire place for yourself and your sim household. I don't think that would be very cheap in the game, but if your sim has a lot of money to spend, why not? But yeah, I did build this with the intention of having the rental units that your sims can live in, and I really do wish we had multi-purpose lots in the game. I feel like I always say this, but here's to hoping we'll get something like that in the future. Doing the exterior decorations of this build was quite fun, I have to say. You can see here that we have lots of glass windows on the actual build, so we'll get lots of natural lights in. I used quite a lot of the Desert Luxe kit in this build, for example, for the open glass door, which is one of my favorite doors in the game. And we have these amazing bar stools that I combine with a tall cocktail glass table from Tiny Living, and I placed a few of these tables all around outdoors, as I imagine lots of people would sit outside with a drink or chat, something like that. But of course we have the lounge chairs as well, so your sims can sunbathe or just chill below the standing umbrellas. There are these egg chairs from high school years that I just love, and they're a nice addition to the outdoors here as well. So I placed a pair against the windows here in the end, and I did go back and forth between where to place things and what furniture to use, but I think what I got in the end looks nice, and I hope you think so as well. I switched out the white for rent fence that I used here initially with this brown wood divider from Dine, I think it's from, and it's just very modern looking and nice for this kind of vibe, I feel. So I use them around the lot here, but also on the inside of the fence, like in the back here where the sofas end up, to kind of divide the space more and also have more of a private walkway from the yoga studio and the apartment downstairs. So there's one apartment on the first floor and the remaining 3 are on the second floor. So we do have this light gray metal staircase up on the balcony kind of area, so you can easily access all the apartments, and the entry to one of them is in the back, by the way, in case you see a door is missing here. But yeah, I also made sure to include these live edit light bulb lights around the fence here, and I think I also put some above the sofa sections. So these lights are originally from the toddler stuff pack, but I'm so happy the team added these to the high school years live edit section too. They're just wonderful, and that means one less pack to be used in my builds, as I don't often use the toddler stuff pack, but these lights are everything. There's such a nice detail for your outdoor spaces, so I included them here too. There's not a lot of greenery on this lot. I used one of the base game tiny rock kind of flooring and put lots of these Strangerville plants, like some different kinds of cacti and aloe vera plants, I think they are. I'm not sure actually, I might be wrong. But we also have some palm trees to go with the rest of the world here. So not a lot, but enough to decorate the lot. And I also put a tiny fountain in one of these plant sections here, just to mix it up a bit. I mean, you can never go wrong with some fountains in a modern build. As you can see, I've started on the interior of the restaurant here, and I should mention that, as always, I don't include footage of me decorating all the rooms in this speed build, just so the video won't be very long. But don't worry, I'll bring you along on a build tour at the very end of the video, so make sure to stick around until then when we explore this motel in real time. But yeah, my idea for this entry part here was that we need a reception area, if this is indeed rentals or a restaurant. So I made this L-shaped counter section where the receptionist can sit and look through their computer for everything they need. We also have a coffee machine, either for the customers or the workers. And I have to say, I use a ton of Dream Home Decorator stuff in this build. It just was inevitable, and it's the perfect pack for modern interior, and I just love it. So if you're also into building and the entire modern vibe, I definitely recommend this pack. So yeah, the restaurant is coming together here. I love using these sectional couches as seats for dining tables, even if they won't be functional like this, unfortunately. But it's just such a realistic touch to the build. I would have used the actual dine out couches that actually snap to the table and are functional, but those are just so big and not customizable at all. So the Dream Home Decorator ones just looks better in my opinion. But now that I think about it, those dine out couches should have been customizable. And I know that game pack is one of the first ones, and the Sims 4 team didn't have the custom sectional couch feature figured out yet. But if the dine out pack ever gets a refresh, which it definitely should in my opinion, that would have been an excellent addition. I also just add a bar area in the restaurant and some more cocktail tables, and we're on to the first of the apartments. This one is very dark in terms of the kitchen and living room, so I use my favorite kitchen set from the Home Chef Hustle Stuff pack here. I'll probably use this one for all my modern builds going forward. It's just that good. I've always had difficulty choosing kitchen counters in this game, but this one is definitely my go-to now, along with the Dream Home Decorator ones and the Parenthood ones. They're perfect. And I kind of wish we would get some more counters in base game too, like more modern looking ones. I do know we got some colors added to one of the existing base game counters a while back, but a variety of more modern color additions is something I always want more of in this game. And especially for base game. So base game is turning 10 years this year, so some things are of course outdated in terms of colors and style and trend. Like if you take a look at the current base game items, a lot of them are either older looking or almost futuristic in a way with these bright colors like lime green or bright red or something like that. And more modern colors or patterns for wallpapers too is like on top of my list of things I want for building mode in this game. And I'm just like rambling about all my wishes now that I basically just talked over the entire first apartment there. I think I only show one of the bedrooms in that apartment, and it's the dark blue kids bedroom. For some reason, bedrooms have turned out to be my least favorite room to decorate these days. It's just a bit boring in my opinion, so I struggled a bit with them here. So just to save you some of the like back and forth footage and me just being indecisive, I decided to just cut it out, but I'll of course show you everything later in the video. The next apartment here is the smallest one out of them all. We have a small kitchen here with a peninsula, and initially I wanted to go for the brown and white swatch for the kitchen here, but eventually as I did the bedrooms, I swapped out the swatches for a lot of the furniture here. So very white and light wood kind of swatches instead. I could have fit in a small dining table behind the couch here too, but I decided against it for some reason. I don't know why, but instead I put a small table out on the balcony. There's also some bar stools around the peninsula though, although I would imagine it to be very warm and cozy with some outdoors balcony dining too. For the bedrooms here, I put in 2 double beds, so I would imagine this apartment would maybe be for 2 or more roommates. Maybe they're like 2 couples living together or just single Sims. But here you can see the very light color palette as I mentioned just now, and one of the bedrooms is gonna be very pink and have pink furniture, while the other one will be a combination of white, turquoise or blue with some more like rotten textures. I feel like I always say that word wrong, but hopefully it's close. But yes, very simply decorated rooms, nevertheless. They would be highly customizable if you'd want to download this build yourself and make the bedrooms fit your Sims. And I feel like cluttering takes a long time for me to do, so sometimes I just decorate and add clutter when I'm not recording the footage. Otherwise, I feel like I'm kind of pressured by the time aspect of the footage, like video recording and like making the speed build. and also like, you know, the editing afterwards. So instead I just take it chill and clutter at my own speed. So yeah, if you're ever wondering why I don't show a lot of cluttering in my speed builds, that is why. We're onto the third apartment here, and this one will be kind of dark again. I used this black concrete wall here from Spa Day, I believe, in combination with this beautiful dark green concrete from Get Famous and this black wood paneling from Dine. I think they work nicely together at least. And in this apartment though, I do use the kitchen set swatch I was originally using in the other apartment just now. So again, we have the essentials and a peninsula, so you can sit there and eat. This room gets a bit crowded in the end, since I also add the dining table, like the chairs and even a bar up against the wall. So hopefully my sim will be able to go around here without an issue. I'll have to check, of course, when I do the playtesting, but I'm crossing my fingers that I don't have to delete anything. They also get this beautiful view outside with these big windows in their living room though. And to top it all off, in the living room, we have this huge wall TV. And finally, I'm showing you the last apartment of today's speed build. This is going to be quite different from the rest of the apartments because this one is going to be very colorful and bubbly in comparison to the other ones. So we're going to have a white and soft yellow kitchen here in combination with these fun bar stools from high school years. They have like this turquoise fabric with colorful doodles on them as a pattern. I copy much of the same layout as the apartment above this one. So we have the living room in here using the same side tables from Eco Lifestyle. I feel like these are great, and I like combining two of them together, but turning one of them around just to get a bit of variation. And again, here we have some colorful furniture, this bright turquoise couch from high school years, one of my favorite couches actually. It's so cute with its cushions and this blanket just like draped over it. And I combined this one with some of these pastel bean bags, also from high school years. I think that pack comes with a lot of great items, and the coffee tables I use here are also from that pack. So I combined two small round coffee tables into one here in the middle, and the neon gradient colored one is amazing. It's like such an eye catcher, to be honest. The dining table here is quite long. I imagine this to be a very social and family-oriented family, if that makes sense. So they probably have lots of family or friends over now and then, like hosting dinners and whatnot. So they definitely need lots of dining space. And I use these cute cream-colored chairs from Parenthood. I skip over the infant's bedroom here, but it's very light in color scheme and cozy. I also skip the main bedroom, but we will have a closer look at this in just a minute. I do, however, show off the teen bedroom, which is going to be the cutest colored bedroom ever. So I combine lots of white, pink, lilac, and soft blues. The color scheme definitely derived from the bed here. That's also from high school years. And on one of the walls here, I put the Discover University bookshelf and kind of hide one section of it into the dresser here just to fit everything against this one wall. And that is basically it for the speed build. So let's jump into the game and check out what it looks like in real time. And here we do have the finished build, the modern motel apartments here in Oasis Springs. I would imagine this to maybe be like an older kind of build, but they have modernized it. Yes, let's take a look at how it turned out. So we do got the parking spots here in the front with the live edit cars. We have like all these cacti and other Strangerville plants scattered around here, and also like just the palm trees to kind of blend in with the rest of the world here. And oh my goodness, I feel like this space here has a lot to offer. And I would totally imagine like lots of Sims here just hanging out, maybe even having a party, something like that. This amazing curved pool. And of course, this is functional. I just play tested it. You can sit here and lounge. I had these yoga mats if you want to do like yoga outdoors. We also have the yoga studio indoors, but we're gonna have a look at that in just a minute. So we do have these like places or like sections here where you can sit, just relax. One over here and one over here. We have the grill. We got the egg chairs, of course, and also the lounge chairs here. So let's take a look at the front, or like maybe I should just have a little spin around here. So we got the outdoors area here with the dumpsters, you know, you gotta have that as well. And you know, just like the balconies, we do have an entry in the back here to one of the apartments, but also to the yoga studio downstairs. And also I decided to put the mailboxes in the back here. So let's take a look at the restaurant. Let's go down to the first floor. So this is the reception area that I mentioned in the video. We have some space here to like sit, wait, that kind of thing. Just chill if you would like to. And you know, coffee machine. Also, I like these pictures. Like maybe they have been in a few like articles and they have just framed it on the wall there. So I really like this area. As I said again, like the sectionals, they are so good. So good. We have the bar here if you would like to have a drink either while you're eating or like go outdoors by the pool. This is the kitchen. I didn't show this in the video, but it's very simple. Just like the necessities to run this as an actual restaurant. And we also do have tiny bathroom. And I decided to make the bathroom a tiny bit smaller and put in an aquarium instead. So you have a nice view while you're going on the toilet. And also the dividers here to kind of have like the more of a private section. I have the cocktail tables here and just like this nice picture on the wall. Also I think I mixed like two different lamps here. These ones are from Tiny Living, so one is like a shorter and the other a bit longer. I really liked mixing those two up. Also, let's have a look at the yoga studio or like spa. I don't really know what I would call it, but you got like a single bathroom here. You can change if you want to. You can have a shower, the necessities there. I put in a little sauna here, just like a little luxury there. And also I put another bar. I don't know, maybe you would like to have some drinks while you are doing the yoga. So here is the actual yoga studio. So the teacher will be here, of course, and then you can have like some students just like joining in on the yoga session. And oh yes, lots of mirrors. And also this like chair here, so you can do pedicures, manicures, that kind of thing. And also let's just scoot over here to the very first apartment. So this one is actually the last one that I decorate in the speed build, but this one is, yes, the very colorful one. So we got the soft yellow kitchen here with these funky bar stools. We have this very big dining table, some nice, oh, I totally forgot I switched out the creamy chairs to be the pink ones here from Growing Together. Nice. Got the high chair, of course, because we do have like a room for an infant here. And this is the rest of the living room. Very colorful again. I quite like how this is looking. We got a bathroom over here. All the bathrooms are quite similar, so yeah, all of them, I feel like they're copies of this one. Over here we do have the infant's bedroom, very like soft and cozy. I use some of these like soft green furniture, the changing table, and also the crib here. Also, this egg carpet is one of my favorites. It's so cute. Some posters, little toys, and all the good stuff for the infant there. If I go over here, we will have the main bedroom. This one it turned out quite cute, I have to say. So we do have the main color is blue, and we mixed it up with some yellow here, so very like happy colors. And yes, just some dressers, lots of dressers actually. You have lots of space here for your clothing and everything. Over here is the teen bedroom. This one is very pastel-y, cutesy. We got the two single beds like pushed together to make a bigger bed. Got this big mirror here that is from high school years. TV, their own TV, nice. And just like lots of clutter around here, just to add a bit of detail to the room there. So that is how the first floor is looking. Oh, it's quite big, I have to say. Quite big. But here we have like an overview of how the first floor is looking, and let's head on over to the second floor. This one is a bit smaller. You can see there's lots of dark colors around here. So if you go up to the second floor here, you will come to an apartment. So we do have 3 apartments on the second floor here. This one is quite dark, and I feel like this layout is very similar to the one downstairs. We just have a few different colors, and over here we do have like this cute dark blue room for a kid, I would assume. It could be for a teen as well. And if we just scoot over here, we have the main bedroom, which is this nice cute lilac color. They have lots of like picture frames up on the wall here. My favorite season's bed, of course, also quite similar to the bedroom downstairs, I would have to say. And we also have another teen bedroom here, and this one is green. They also have their own TV here, their own little like gaming console as well. I think they would be probably into gaming and maybe some sports as well. Over here we have the smallest apartments. This one is also a bit different because it has some lighter woods on the furniture here, the appliances and everything. And we do have the peninsula, of course. Also a quite, small living room, but I feel like you probably would need more. And here we have the pink bedroom. Lots of pink, I gotta say. The light wood mixed in with pink. And over here we do have another quite simple bedroom that is this kind of like minty green, blue kind of colors, but of course mixed in with the light wood and white as well. And the last apartment is this one, and we're like going back to the darker color theme. This one only has 1 bedroom, but this one is so big. So I mixed in with like red as an accent color here. I don't really use red that much, but red and green are complementary colors, and I think it looks great in the end. And over here we do have the living room, lots of bookshelves, and this humongous TV. They also got their own like gaming console there. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a follow for more content in the future. If you want to be notified of when I upload a video next, make sure to click the bell icon too. This build is playtested and up on my gallery. My ID is honeymaysims, or you can find me with the hashtag honeymaysims as well. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today as we made these modern apartments, and I can't wait to talk to you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.